This is my breakfast: hard-boiled egg, Trader Joe's brioche, blackberries, and I made coffee. And then this is my extremely crowded and messy desk. And myself. Hello. And some decorations I have. Devoured my breakfast and devoured this graphic. So I finished getting ready. Looking very cozy. I love this beanie. This so I could put a good bite in. I just got back from grandma's. I got to see my siblings, who I haven't seen in a while, but was super fun. 2-day stay at her place, but we watched Christmas movies. We had hot pot at home, which I think is definitively better than hot pot you can get at a store, but just my opinion. And tonight, I'm trying to watch the final episode, the finale of Heated Rivalry Season 1, with one of my really great friends from college. I'm expecting to stay home completely tomorrow because of the winter storm. Hopefully I can finish my 20-book reading goal, because I'm still one book short, and I'm trying to read this book, The Chemistry of Love, which a really close friend of mine lent to me. Valentina, if you're watching. I will say I'm not one for trashy rom-coms, but I also don't want to read really sad or serious books for the Christmas.
We're going to the cottage.
Yes, we're going to the cottage. So I have the top part of the scallion, rice vinegar, sesame oil, and then I think it's called mushroom bouillon. Now I'm just waiting for these potato balls to finish cooking. Wow.
吃哪个？我吃那个，我爱吃的。明天、后天去的。
Hi, it's me checking in. I finished this book at last, which means that I've made it to my 20 book reading goal of 2025. I did end up picking up another book, a short 200-page nonfiction, which is also regarded as one of the best nonfiction to come out in 2025. It's called One Day Everyone Will Have Always Been Against It, I believe. I have really high expectations because it was a nominee on Goodreads. And in 2026, I would love to share and talk about the most memorable books that I have read in the past year. With that being said, this book, though, is not making the cut. I admit I am not a big fan of the rom-com genre. It just never really related to me. I think looking at contemporary romance, the only book I truly, really enjoyed and had really high regards for was Emily Henry's Beach Read. And that was in 2024 or 2023. And I haven't really found a new favorite since. I did read her other book, Funny Story, and I was like, it's a standard commercial romance. This book, though, does the job. I think it's supposed to be a little cringy. After all, it is romance comedy, but it does touch on one of my least favorite character tropes, and that is nerdy women in STEM who doesn't really get social cues. Like, she's really intelligent, but she is a little socially clueless, really bad at flirting, gets nerdy references like Lord of the Rings or D&D, Star Wars. She doesn't know dresses, she doesn't do makeup, she rather spends her money on technical equipments. Like, this book truly embodied that trope. And obviously, her counterpart, her romantic interest, is a very attractive, very rich, out of her league type men. And they fall in love. So I think it was a fun read for sure for the holiday season. It's not for me, unfortunately. For the past year, I've been really into using colored pencils instead of my typical watercolors, so I dug up my old Prismacolor set. This one's my tiniest one. She's gone through some things, but I'm pretty sure I owned this since high school, but she's still rocking and rolling. But yeah, great quality for the price. And I'm trying to fill up this sketchbook by the end of 2026, which is really ambitious because she's really new. But look how beautiful this is. I have a Moleskine obsession.